Hi everybody, Scott McDermott here from the PGA Canopy at Sandhurst, and we're out on the 9th hole, Index 1, 412 metres on the Champions course. We've got bunkers down the left, only around 180 metres out from this tee box, and then obviously the bunkers on the right. Now we want to avoid the bunkers as best we can, so today, going straight into the breeze, they won't come into play. So I'm going to aim today straight at them. All we're really trying to do is aim at that bunker. Now, if we can't get into that bunker, that's ideal, because what we're going to do is on the right-hand side, we'll approach straight at the green. So if we go a little bit too far left in the rough, we are going to be blocked off by some trees, but hopefully with this drive, we'll be able to execute it well and hit it straight at those bunkers coming into the wind. I've hit this drive 220 metres, so I've got a really long shot coming in. Typically a lot of the golfers, or the average golfer, will be hitting it to this range anyway. So I'm going to hit a 4 hybrid going into this hole. I've got 190 metres in, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try and play for the right hand side of this green. And the reason being is the right hand side is the higher side. So we're going to try and slope that ball down, or we're going to try and get the ball to hit the slope and kick toward the left hand side. I hit a really good shot in, but the wind just grabbed it and I didn't quite get it there. Now I've got 3 clubs here. Now the reason why I've got 3 clubs here is because the most typical club that I see a lot of amateur golfers get from this range is they grab their lob wedge or sand wedge. Now, as you can see here, the pin's quite close to the edge of the green. So I don't need to be flighting this shot to land on the green or just short and bring all those variables in. So we can throw that one away right there. I've got a 7-iron, okay? So a 7-iron is probably an okay selection, but for me today, I think because of how far out I am, even though the surfaces here at Sandhurst are absolutely perfect on the fairway, I'm probably just a little bit cautious of how the ball's going to react, so I'm unsure. So I'm going to also toss that one over there. So what we've got is I've got my fairway wood, so I'm just going to try and bump and run it with a 5 wood, or a 3 wood is perfectly fine. So I'm going to try and roll this up, and again I'm going to approach it from the right hand side of the green because it is going to slope back. I've given myself an opportunity at making par on a really hard hole on a really tough condition day. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and roll this up, make the putt hopefully. I'm feeling pretty good about this as I've made that putt a few times before. I understand it's going to be a left and righter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down nice and low. This is how I read putts, and I'm going to guesstimate how the putt's going to break. But I also look at it at a few different angles. I'll also look at it from behind or side to side.